is the last video I'm putting out for tonight, because I have been going on and ranting for quite a little bit tonight with internet problems and everything, so I'm hoping I can just bang this out relatively quickly. I meant to do this video earlier, but I went out of town for last night, so this video is late, and unfortunately coming back from out of town was kind of a good thing, because they did nerf him, and that changes a little bit where he's going to sit. So, David Allen is the other character that released with a few patches ago, along with Mia Allen. He is significantly better than Mia Allen, even though she's high risk, high reward. He's kind of the bland, vanilla option. He is the default, basic support. He is not giving you anything worth a damn. But to cover his powers real quick, I did this in one of my previous videos, but those videos were very long and ranty. So, short synopsis is that the ability that made him really good got nerfed, that being Soda Pop. Every time he drinks a Shemps, he would give you 30% damage reduction for 30 seconds. Now, first they had a bug where it could be stacked, which was ridiculous. You could pop 4 Shemps and be damage immune. Till it ran out. That was ridiculous. It needed to get fixed. I was happy with it. We knew it was going to get nerfed, but they nerfed it the wrong way. Personally, I would have nerfed the duration. I think that the damage reduction at 30% was great, because it was right at that damage threshold that kept you from dying to some types of hits. Essentially, the way it worked was, you could tank an extra hit or two from most units. At 30 seconds was a bit excessive. I would have had no problem had they nerfed it down to 15 seconds. They could have cut that in half. Instead, they went for less damage reduction for a longer time, and I think that really hurts its ability. Because, yes, you get the damage reduction for longer, that's nice, but the less damage reduction now means you can't take that extra hit. And this was what put him over the edge as being the #2 support. Then they released the Blacksmith, then they nerfed this ability, and now he is a 3 at best, a 4 at worst support. And there are 5 supports. So, yeah, this kind of sucks. His other abilities really don't make him that much better. First off, this is the only thing that made him good, because the only way he has to heal is Shemps. You have the Nail Gun Mastery. Basically, it's one of the weaker weapons in the game, but in your hands, it kind of removes your minus 20% gun bonus. This is a 30% buff with the Nail Gun. It has faster reload, more damage, more balance bar, more dismemberment. The real reasons you're running this are the balance bar, because you can stun stuff faster. It's not great, but it's there. And for the reload speed, because the reload speed really does come into its own. Not even that big of a deal, though. The main reason why this ability is not great is the nail gun itself is very controversial. You're either going to like it or you're going to hate it. There's kind of no middle ground on it. Some people say it's trash. I like it personally, but I only like it on a rarity. Blue, purple, legendary. If it's a common, it's not great. Like, a common nail gun is not better than a common of some of the other weapons. Other weapons, even with your penalty, just do so much more damage compared to this. So unless you have a blue or better, the nail gun's not really great, unless you build into it. His active power and his level 25 go hand in hand. I've covered these in detail before in other videos. Essentially, the way it works is your power is kind of shit, because it's a 2-minute cooldown, it's a decent area, it lasts for 30 seconds. So the cooldown is standard for the support cooldowns, pretty much, for the lengthier ones. Ashes is quicker because it's not as impactful, and the Blacksmith uses a resource on his, so his is less because he needs the resource. But, what does it do? Allies that are within the aura get their fear reduced faster. Okay. Yay. It's not better than Ashes, because Ashes is a much stronger fear reduction, even though it's not consistent. It's not a duration ability. It's much more significant. And it can be done, you can do it twice compared to David's once. The benefit on the basic version is it increases the cost, the infernal energy costs of the demon. Now, this is good, but the only situation where you're going to use this is at objective fights or book. And in both of those situations, at the objective fight, the demon is going to be generating so much energy, it doesn't matter. And there's so much energy around, it doesn't matter. And at the book fight, most of the time they're going to be trying to kill the book. So the energy cost, it's not really going to save you. Your level 25 makes it a bit better. Gives you a bigger range, radius. It increases the possession maintenance cost further. And it makes it so you reduce energy per hit. But the thing is, at the objective stage, it doesn't change it. The ability only gets its value at the objective stage. Because that's when you need it. But it doesn't do anything because the demon generates so much energy and there's so much energy around, you're not losing anything. At the book, it can be nice, but there's never a situation with this ability where you're going to go, wow, thank God I dropped my ability down. It's kind of just something you drop down just because you're a support and you might get value out of it. It's not a tangible benefit. So the rest of the video now is just going to be covering builds for him. So you're going to start with your basic support build. And how you want to build him is pretty commonplace. So, your standard support build, your Shemps Plus at 4. This makes your healing stronger for you and your teammates. Shemps Plus 4, when you drink your cola, even if you're full health, you will heal your teammates for more than they will heal themselves if they drink it. First aid at 1, just for your bare minimum build, just to open up the rest of the tree. Shemps Pocket, or Shemps Deep Pocket at 2. This increases the amount of Shemps you can carry from 4 to 6. Item economy is what makes support so good. So just carrying the extra Shemps is valuable. Packing Pop at 2. Now you spawn with 3 Shemps instead of 1. Again, this is to help the early game rush. This build right here makes you so good in terms of your ability to counter certain types of demons. And combine that, these two abilities combined with Soda Pop make you a lot tankier at the start of the game. Industrial, the Artful Dodger at 1 in order to open up Industrial Strength anyways. But because this gives you the extra dodge, this puts you at 2 dodges without Pink F. This is necessary for your keeping yourself alive longer. And the Industrial Strength at 4 to give you the extra tank power. Now the other 11 points you can do with, this is your minimum support build. This should be on every support in the game, no matter what. So now where do we build? Personally, you have a couple of trees you can build in. A generic, I'm going to benefit the team build is going to build into this. This is my, I want to benefit the team type build. So, the extra point in an Artful Dodger, a little bit extra stamina. People say you don't need this. You're wrong. A little bit of extra stamina after you dodge makes it to where you don't have to wait as long for your stamina to regen to get another dodge. First aid at 3 makes it so if you do revive a teammate, they have much more health, they are much healthier, you are able to keep your team alive a lot longer. You don't have to waste a Shemps after you revive somebody if you have this maxed. It's nice, it's not necessary. Extra 2 amulets is good, takes you from 4 to 6. Not necessary, but I would personally prefer running this over running this or running this if you're going to run this type of a build. And then the fast forward is because your power does make you want to play around objectives more and group up and play around objectives. This is really good with a leader where you can stack that, you get 25% faster objectives, you can burn through them a lot quicker. But you do lose a little bit of survivability and a little bit of damage on this, so it's not the best ability. I will take away these points. I'm going to leave the first aid, and I'm going to leave the Artful Dodger. The other build I would build into is going to be a Hollow Points build. Now, you can build it like this if you want the Wig Splitter bonus. If you're not really a fan of the headshot damage, which I'm not, because the headshot damage is not strong enough, you could build this for the Last Word. But again, if you're building Last Word, you want to build more melee than gun. So unless you're going to put your 2 points there, you're going to build it like this. So unless you're putting your last 2 points here, this can be a decent enough build. But personally for me, I don't build it this way. I'll take it for the minor headshot bonus. And I'm going to put my extra points into this. I like Good Karma as a 1 or a 2 point option is fine. Just because that minor heal for me is nice. If I can get a revive off, it's like, hey, here you go. Get up. Now let me heal. Brave Survivor is okay. It depends on if the demon's actively fearing you. If not, the Good Karma's better. I want Good Karma at least 1. So I really only have 1 filler point. So it's your choice between what you want to run here. But I'm mostly running the hollow points because it does make the nail gun better. It makes your overall gun better. Not necessarily better than, you know, building the other tree for the last word bonus. But I'm trying to play around a gun anyways, so... This is my opinion for David. He's a solid mid-tier type option. I don't think he's better. He's definitely not better than Support Ash. He's definitely not better than Blacksmith. But you can make an argument he's better than Pablo. He's not. He's better than Cheryl because of utility. But he's kind of your basic support. If you want to learn a support and you want to, if you're just getting the support, I recommend learning him. He's probably the best basic support you can learn because he'll show you a little bit of everything. He's not going to be good at everything, but he does provide enough utility to really shine. He also fits pretty well into any lineup. You can slot him into any lineup. He's not going to be good. He's not going to be bad. He's just going to be there. Maybe that can knock him down a bit lower, but he doesn't have any real trade-offs, so to speak. So, anyways, that's the builds on day.